Hello, welcome to your 2018 New Year of the Dog predictions. If you want to get straight to your reading, feel free to skip past this intro. So as an update, I haven't posted to my channel for the past couple of months because I moved over the holidays and I took January to unpack and comfortably settle into my new place. I am excited to say that I'm now able to begin posting monthly forecast videos again. So this month of February has already been a very active month. I'm filming these videos on the day of the Chinese New Year, ushered in today on February 16th, which really comes at an advantageous time of change this year. This is because directly following Valentine's Day, we had the new moon solar eclipse in Aquarius on the 15th. We had already experienced the full moon lunar eclipse on January 31st. Eclipses happen twice a year and they come in pairs 2 weeks apart. They tend to bring shifts in our life circumstances, which is a necessary function in order to grow and move forward. Sometimes these changes can be interpreted as being sudden or unexpected. However, really most likely they are the result of a longer term sort of underlying energy that has come to a culminating point of manifestation, and that is brought out at this time of the eclipses. So in this reading, we will be looking at the tarot to show the energetic focal point of the solar eclipse for your sign after the yearly predictions. So 2018 is the year of the Earth dog. Earth has qualities of being effectively communicative, serious, and responsible in work, and the dog makes a loyal companion to friends, family, colleagues, and lovers. Overall this year, we will experience themes of trust in our associations, as well as the ability to draw in true friends and reliable partners. Dog energy gives honesty and fair actions. It can bring popularity in social circles. It lends advice and help to others and can fix bad habits or bad associations. For these video forecasts, I want to draw cards for the entirety of the new year, separate from the more immediate concentrated energy of the solar eclipse. So I will be doing these readings in 2 parts, each with a different focus. These, of course, are general readings based upon either your sun, moon, or ascendant. So if you would like a personalized reading, please contact me through my website, SunGoddessAshley.com. Okay, so let's get started with your readings. Cancer, let's see what the year of the dog has in store for you. So for this, I'm using the Connolly Tarot and also drawing from the medicine cards and the secret language of color cards. All right, so I'm going to focus in on the energy for the sign of Cancer. I'm going to be drawing 12 cards for the year, 1 for each month, and I'm going to be including January and February, even though we're already midway into February. All right, let's see what the year has in store. Cancer. Here we go. 4 of Cups, 3 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles, 7 of Cups. Okay. I see it being more social towards the end of the year. You have a lot of characters. That's what sort of draws my eye in. Okay, so Cancer, you're going to be the Queen of Wands this year. That's actually really a very fiery, dynamic, outwardly expressive sign. It's like you really want to put your power to use this year and create some really wonderful things. I do see there's a lot of motivation with the Queen of Wands. you're definitely ready to take advantage of any opportunity that's presented to you. And there is a lot of pride that you will have in your work this year. You will definitely feel very social. The Queen of Wands is very popular. She's very, likes to be, she feels charged by being around other people. And I do see that here towards the end of the year. So I'm getting that as well. I see you taking care of the details. So January, it looks like since you moved into the year with the Four of Cups, it just looks like you wanted some inspiration, or you wanted to hope for something better this year. Maybe 2017, there were just some things that you were like, well, that was good, but that was then, and now we're sort of focusing on what's next. You notice that the energy has already sort of been used in that sense, and you're ready for something new. Makes sense. So with the Three of Pentacles here, I do see work, working in a team with other people, and being very disciplined. I see you also possibly being hired for something, or people are looking up to you for your expertise here. Okay, seeing a lot of religious sort of symbols. I see like a priest or a monk here, and I see a nun. So there's a stained glass window. So I also get that there's some sort of affiliation with a church group or some sort of spiritual group, where you've got you're sort of standing up here presenting what your contribution, basically. So Pentacles usually are about the day-to-day things, just sort of the mundane, the tasks. Here I see in March, it doesn't look too eventful, which is a good thing if you want things to sort of just fall into place instead of having to push and make things sort of happen. I am seeing that you're kind of wondering whether or not this collaboration, this work project, is going to really bring results. You're sort of looking at, okay, well, we put in the time and effort. Is it going to mature into anything? Is it going to produce anything? Okay, you're still looking at that in April. So you have two sevens right together, and both of the images are showing you looking at a bush, at everything that's growing, and it's taking a while to grow here. So one good thing about your sign, Cancer, is that you are very patient, and you do go with the flow. You are a water sign. So also ambitious, but allowing things to sort of unfold in their own time, allowing for that natural process. That's what I'm seeing you need to do here. Sevens are about pauses. So you've got, about 2 months. I do see you seeing the results here of your labors in May. So whatever you started in February, it looks like now you've actually plucked it from the tree. You're holding it. And I see that there's a little bit of the bush here. There's the tree here. And you're moving forward. I feel like, you had this sort of pleasant expression on your face. Like, yeah, that went well. Even the horse seems to have a relaxed and enjoyed face about this experience. So it just looks like the process and the end result is something that you feel satisfied with. So then you have the Ten of Cups, which is sharing it with others. So this is a beautiful progression that I like to see. It's not sort of hoarding it and containing it to yourself, but you're sharing your gifts with everybody. And I feel because of the happiness that you have here, of pride, as one thing I mentioned, and a sense of accomplishment, that energy is rubbing off on other people around you and inspiring other people. So this is actually really nice to see the progression of how things sort of unfold here. Then you have the World, which is like a successful completion of like every part of this aspect, whatever started this month in February. It looks like it's an important time of change for you, to realign yourself with what it is that you want to accomplish next, as you had hoped to do in January. I see you actually doing that. And yes, the year spreads are actually my favorite to do because you get sort of an overall picture of like the flow of energy. So I'm seeing it sort of naturally move through here. Then you've got the Moon. And I see the moon is sort of like the halfway through the year, you're back sort of at this next cycle again of like, okay, now what inspires me? What's my big goal now? What's my big dream? And I see some of the tools here that you used to create this and accomplish this. It's sort of like I see you've sort of tossed them over your shoulder. They're now in the water. So you could pick them up, but you're kind of done with that. You're feeling like you need more inspiration, and it's like you can go inside of your Cancer shell. You can sort of tuck in and really connect with your feelings on what it is you want. That's going to take about 2 months as well. So I'm seeing like a 2-month turnaround rate to sort of pause, then take the action. Okay, so again, you're being more reflective here, the High Priestess. But instead of passively receiving the information, you're actively being a receptor of this information, whatever it is that you receive in your gut or your heart, and you're going to put it into action then. I see that with the King of Swords. So it sort of moves from a passive to an active energy. King of Swords is putting your plans into action. Coming up, it's actually, I see you, what I'm hearing is drawing board. So you're going back to the drawing board. You're actually drawing things out. I see you actually putting like the pen to the paper and writing something, scripting something, formulating something with words. And I feel like since you're the king, you are spending a lot of time and energy doing that this month here in October. I see communication, speaking, writing as being a very heavy theme for you. The King of Swords, I always see this person as a professional. So you may have a professional sort of help you out in some way, or just your outlook is growing. Your outlook is evolving. The vision that you have. I'm really attracted to the way that you're sort of staring, or this character is sort of staring and has this crown on his head with this jewel sort of in the middle. It's like illuminating the third eye. I'm seeing that here with her as well. So again, just having this intuitive power to see what it is that is going to happen. Page of Cups. Okay. I actually see you approaching the King of Pentacles since you guys are facing each other. So, but this feels actually sweeter, more familiar. You've known this person for a while. Again, family, stuff like that comes up over the holiday season, November, December. But I see you sharing in your dreams with somebody here. This person that I hear that this person is proud of you. There's a lot of pride themes coming up for you. But it's not in an egocentric way. I'm not getting that it's, too much or that you need to dial it down. It just looks like this year is important for you to recognize the achievements that you've done. And you're getting the support of other people. This person feels very encouraging. The King of Pentacles, this person has been in your life for a long time. They're an established character in your life. And I see you sharing in your dreams with them. So Page of Cups to me is dreams, hopes, wishes, also being the visionary. It's like the poet. It's a gentle soul that's a visionary. So these are the cycles that I'm seeing you go through this year. Seeing two definite cycles. One that sort of opens and closes, and one that opens and is a longer term thing that's going to be going into next year. Okay. So I'm going to draw a card from the Secret Language of Color cards. And this is usually not something, I haven't used this deck, so it's not something I've done. Just a different approach here to get like the color energy. Brilliance. Discover your sparkle. Look at all that water that's just pouring down. To me, again, water, I did reference that with going with the flow, being a water sign and all of that, but it's also streams of income. It's also streams of consciousness. Getting those powerful waves of sort of this psychic, energetic brilliance. discovering your power, again, the pride thing. But it's a sense of accomplishment and achievement that you're going to have. Sort of like to see the timeline of all of that. So I don't have this memorized, so I'm going to read from the book a little bit. On this, it's short. So brilliance brings about change and transformation. Work with it when you want to wipe the slate clean and start anew. Oh my gosh. I literally just said that for October. I said going back to the drawing board, wipe the slate clean. Brilliance also has the ability to assist with healing and all conditions, and is great for releasing any fear and anxiety. When you feel heavy or depressed, use brilliance to recharge and bring back your sparkle. Cleanse your body and soul to discover your brilliance. I see you're going to be doing that here. So around the fall. Okay, so in order to discover your brilliance, visualize standing under a sparkling, brilliant waterfall. Allow all depression, fear, anger, and negativity to wash away with this powerful, brilliant light. Let it cleanse every organ, part, and system in your body until you are sparkly clean and ready to start fresh. Say, Divine Intelligence, I am ready to recognize my own wisdom and allow my brilliant ideas to manifest and inspire all those around me. I love how this sings with the message that I was getting through the tarot. It's a nice confirmation. Okay, so because the year of the dog is animal themed, I thought it would be appropriate to draw a medicine card, because the animal totem tells us a lot also about the energy that our guides bring with us, the energy of the year. Here we go. Otter. What does the otter do? The otter plays in the water. Okay, so I'm also going to read this because I don't have it memorized. But if you want to skip past all of the reading part, I'm going to do the pull more cards for the eclipse energy. So Otter is about woman medicine, and it starts off with a poem here. Otter, so playful, coquettes by the stream, the medicine of woman, the realized dream. So this is about woman medicine. The medicine held by Otter is a set of lessons in female energy. This applies in both men and women, as all of us have female sides. The otter's hide is very often used to make medicine bags for powerful women because it represents balanced female energy. Otter is caring of its young and will play for hours, performing all types of acrobatics. It lives on land, but always has its home near water. The elements of earth and water are the female elements. At home in both of these elements, Otter is the personification of femininity. Long, sleek, and graceful. Otter is the true coquette of the animal world. Otter is always on the move and is very curious. Unlike other animals, Otter will not start a fight unless it is attacked first. This joyful little creature is adventuresome and assumes that all other creatures are friendly until proven otherwise. These character traits are the beauty of a balanced female side, the side of ourselves that creates a space for others to enter our lives without preconceptions or suspicions. Otter teaches us that balanced female energy is not jealous or catty. It is sisterhood, content to enjoy and share the good fortune of others. Okay. Yes. Anchored in the understanding that all accomplishments are worthwhile for the whole tribe, Otter people express joy for others. Long ago, in tribal law, if a woman were widowed, her sister would offer her own husband to the widow as a lover to keep her from drying up and not using her creative urges. This is Otter medicine too. Envy, or the fear of being replaced, has no space in Otter's balanced understanding of sharing goodness. Woman energy without gains or control is beautiful experience. It is the freeness of love without jealousy. It is the joy of loving other people's children and their accomplishments as much as you love your own. It may be time to examine your feelings about sharing the bounty of your life with others. Otter may be saying that the finer qualities of woman need to be striven for in both men and women so that a unity of spirit can be achieved. This would involve the destruction of jealousy and all the acts of anger which stem from that fear. It would mean keeping a hawk eye on your ego and maintaining total trust. It would mean a world full of people coming together to honor the right of each person to just be. If you have drawn the symbol, Otter may be telling you to become the playful child and to simply allow things to unfold in your life. It may be time to stop your addiction to worrying. Otter also teaches the importance of not hanging on to material things that would bind you or become a burden. And looking at how you can learn from Otter's habits, you might look at the joyousness of the receptive side of your nature. Have you given yourself a gift recently? Have you received any messages in your meditations? Otter becomes more gentle into the river of life. Flow with the waters of the universe. This is the way of the balanced female receptive energy. Honor it. In doing so, you will discover the power of woman. Okay. I think this is beautiful. I think this is a wonderful affirmation as well. Now that we have an idea of what the year will look like for your sign, let's focus on the energy of the eclipses. I will be drawing 2 cards for the lunar and solar eclipse, and also going to be looking at a card for what energy you can use to bring in for March. And then I want to end up with this video with drawing a lover's oracle card, since Valentine's Day is just passed, and also the solar eclipse was conjunct Venus. So show me, please, the energy for Cancer for the lunar and solar eclipses, and energy to bring in from that to March. All right, so I'm seeing fears surrounding money, especially fears around security. You're wondering if something is stable at home. This is just fear to me. Not seeing a lot of concrete evidence for this. It does look like it is being sort of produced in your mind. I like that the sun is setting, so that sort of phase is coming to a close of like negative thinking, possibly worry, fear. I am seeing this sort of angelic being wanting to pull the blindfold off of you so that you can see, instead of leaning on this rickety gate that opens and closes, you could lean on this solid wall right next to you that is growing ivy. It's supportive enough to grow the ivy. So I do feel it's like a change in perspective, and I do see her being helped with not clinging or going into your fear mode out of familiarity or survival or whatever that is, but going more into seeing the facts. You know, what is the evidence supporting these fears? If you don't have the evidence, then it's time to reshift the focus. I do see some sort of enlightenment happening here with the Tower. It's a sudden force. Again, as I mentioned at the very beginning of this video, eclipses tend to bring sudden energies. I did get this, I think, for Gemini as well, the previous sign before you. That video, it's definitely, eclipses do bring change in a good way and or a bad way, or however you want to label it. It's just something extreme that separates you from one thing and puts you on another path. I feel like it was a right action. This wasn't by mistake. This was something that was meant to happen. However this played out in your life, the justice is about purposeful action, purposeful decision. It's not a mistake. It's not a fluke. It was meant to be. Okay? So there's some sense of destiny that's at play here. Moving into March, I did see the this month being important for you as far as collaborations, things with money, projects, work, stability in groups, things like that. I do see there's something destined at play that's going to move throughout the rest of the year, but you're starting that cycle now and bringing that into March. Okay. I want to then draw this Lover's Oracle card. It's this one. Talking about unexpected things with the Tower. This card says, love is unexpected. You don't know when it will come. It's interesting with this message, if you are single and you're wanting love in your life, or if you're even in a relationship and you want more love, especially for me, I can relate to this as being a reader, for myself and for other people. You just want to know what's going to happen. We watch these videos, we do readings for people, so that we know what's around the corner. And a lot of times people come to me and they're like, I'll give them a message and they'll say, but so-and-so said this, or another psychic said that. And the thing is that that psychic or that person is reading for you. In that moment, they're reading your energy on it. Especially if you're the one connecting with them or you're in the room. They're not reading the other person's energy. It is objective in the sense that they have a look on the whole energy in itself, but it can change. And a lot of times, love can be elusive. Love can dodge these predicted points. Sometimes it comes sooner than expected. Sometimes it comes later than expected. Sometimes it comes and it's not how it was predicted to be. So really, life still has a way of surprising the humans. And we don't escape this, even as being readers or getting our fortunes told. So yes, we still have limited powers. One of the messages that was coming through for you for this reading was to connect more with the gifts and the answers that you have from within. And I see you doing that in fall. So I see you taking more of like a leadership role in making your own psychic predictions this year. I don't know. I felt inspired to share that after this this Lover's Oracle card. It does look like you have love coming in, or a renewed love, but it's unpredictable. or the circumstances surrounding it is also unpredictable. Either way, I want to close. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, leave a like. If you like the content of this channel, feel free to subscribe. I will see you in the upcoming videos. Until then, take care and be well.